The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. And for Oklahoma City, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Hey, Shaq, let's talk about Pau Gasol. One of the most versatile 7-footers you can find. What makes him so good?
Ernie, he can do it all. He can post up, he can face up, he can pass, dribble, shoot, defend. But the question is he better than Marc Gasol? Things that make you go, Ernie.
Doesn't make me go,
Way to mess up my ending. Thanks. It sounded nice.
So what makes him so good?
Like I say, he can do it all, Ernie. But is he better than his brother? Things that make you go,
That does make me go,
Nice, Ernie. Way to back me up this time.
It does. You were absolutely right. Spot on, as always. Let's go to Kevin Harlan courtside.
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. Now here's Gasol. Puts one up from 19. And that's good off the glass that time.
Pau Gasol is one of the most skilled 7-footers in the game. He can pass, handle the ball, shoot it from outside, and he's terrific on the low block. He has all the moves, and he knows how to link them together, too.
Here's Rose. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Noah the screen. Dunleavy kicks it to Noah. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rose has got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Jackson with it. Butler covering. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Durant's got his first 2 points.
He's so reliable. And, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Noah with a screen for Rose. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Here's Rose. The Thunder making the shot. Noah with a screen on Westbrook. And it's Gasol penetrating. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant, the pass to Perkins. Back to Durant. And he lobs it up. Perkins with the bucket.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. you'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. And, there's a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So it shows you about Scott Brooks.
And Steve, Kevin Durant, truly one of the best scorers, and the statistics would show that league-wide every year, and last season's MVP.
Well, he's improved his game in pretty much every category, whether it's rebounding, ball handling, passing, defense. Incredible to see a player who was already historically great just take his game to another level.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And with Kevin Durant, his goal is to become the greatest player in NBA history. Nothing less. That's what he's striving for. He sees that potential in himself, believes it is there, and I think that motivates him.
Jackson. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Noah. Bulls trail by 5. Butler dishes to Noah. Kicks it to Dunley. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Clock at 6. Rose passes to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
What I see with Durant, he's fallen in love with the process of becoming great. The hard work isn't so hard for him because he truly enjoys the process of working to get better at basketball. Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
And he can't get the first one. And Pau, never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as light as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes some significant wear and tear off your joints. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
A lot of high hopes for the Thunder heading into last season's playoffs, and it didn't go quite as they had planned. Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Bulls trail by 7. Heinrich outside. Gibson the screen. Out to the wing. McDermott, no one around him, and that one hits back iron. The Thunder would come back from the first round scare nicely as they got rid of the Clippers in the second round.
And it looked like they would be in for a good fight against the Spurs in the conference finals, but just kind of faded away as that series wore on. And I think that was more than what the Thunder did.
They played their best basketball with Spurs, obviously, late in the season.
They raised it. Each series, it seemed as though they got to another level.
They hit it at the right time. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. On the Thunder making a switch here. Rams checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Tony Snell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And Gibson kicks to McDermott. Pass to Snell. Pass to Heinrich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They set the screen. Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Here's Collison. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Collison's got his first points of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Heinrich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Mirotic. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Thunder leading by 9. Right side, Westbrook. Hits the jumper in space. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
Doing a great job here, able to create some second chance points with their extra effort and hustle.
McDermott with the screen for Heinrich. Now the pass to Mirotic. Heinrich kicks to Gibson. Now here is Mirotic. He's covered closely. Here's McDermott, and he gets it to go.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. The dish to Morrow. Lamb with the ball. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far to the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort. So bring the force when we got from the side. We got to work and do it right here like it was. So don't change the desert, turn it up a little. I got a living waiting for my fine dime buzzards. Waiting on the vessel, in the shizzle. G's to the vessel, ladies to the vessel. Think here, mom. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. When the kids try to get it, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. Get an attitude, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Got the radio on and I'm loving the best because I got it going on. I'm a bad boy. Want a lot of drop my own cars and wear my own clothes. I hang out tough. I'm a real boss. Big Snoop Dogg, getting so sharp. On the TV screen and in the magazines. If you play the first, you bring the red bull. And you got it. So you can pop back. Stop that. See your shoes. Now let me move.
The Thunder leading by 9.
You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate with this Bulls team is they've had some really difficult luck with the injuries to Derrick Rose, but it was a no-excuse team. They never hung their heads. They competed, and they continue to win at a high level.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Rose and Snell teaming up in the backcourt. Noah is out there at Mirotic, and it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. Bulls trail by 11. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
And the Bulls, so resilient. A lot of credit has to go to Coach Tom Thibodeau. He gets them to play with tremendous effort every game.
Well, in the front office, too, Kevin. I mean, you think about the late first-round picks that they've turned into Taj Gibson and Jimmy Butler. Very productive two-way players that have held their own when Rose was out.
Now here's Rose. After Jeremy Lamb's miss, Rose passes to Snell. Back to Rose. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Dunleavy for 3. Kept alive. The Thunder leading by 7. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Lamb dishes to Jackson. Left side, Adams. Jackson kicks to Lamb. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Rose passes to Noah. Rose attacking. Fade away. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Rose. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. The Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
For the Thunder, Kendrick Perkins, who's checked in for Steven Adams, and Durant subbed in for Perry Jones. Then for the Bulls, Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic, and it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Tony Snell. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Here is Rose. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
Now here's Rose, following the shot by Kevin Durant with the fadeaway. Almost, but it rolls out.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Lamb dishes to Durant. The 3. That is good. Durant's got 11 points.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Chicago calls timeout.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Lamb, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jackson. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy, and it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Gasol's shot is good. And the Thunder in the half court, more of a jump shooting team.
And sometimes that can be a backhanded compliment. I mean, you look at their roster, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, even Reggie Jackson, all pretty good from mid-range. So they spread you out, and then, of course, Durant's jump shot is pretty much unguardable.
Bulls trail by 10. Heinrich outside. He kicks it to Gibson. From 10 feet out, and he gets it to go. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to Collison. Rebound by the Bulls. Heinrich outside. He dishes it to McDermott. The feed now to Gasol. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City leading by 8. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And Westbrook, here we go. Rim is shaking.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And it's good.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He feeds it to Morrow. Dishes it to Collison. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Here's Perkins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
The The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. From deep three-point range, and no good trying to get that one. And we finish one half of basketball. Thunder out in front. They lead by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up one three-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
The Thunder leading by 9.
Well, the Bulls were expected to play a role in free agency this past summer with all the cap room they had. A lot of options in terms of which way they could have gone.
Locking at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Rose passes to Butler. Feeds it to Dunlap. Good ball. And Gasol gets it to go. With the Bulls, it was thought that Melo or maybe even Wade could be one of their targets, but Clark, they opted to go big and bring in the former Laker Pau Gasol.
And you know what? To get Gasol in there might seem like overkill with Noah already manning the middle for Chicago, but I tell you what, his skill set will be a nice complement to Noah and the rest of that front line.
A long front line, huh?
Big time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. Here's Butler following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Gasol, a screen on Durant. 6 to shoot. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Good display of physicality by Gasol to set that shot up.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Pass to Durant. In low to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. Here's Dunleavy. Guarded by Jackson. Rose against Westbrook. Rose attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Chicago calls timeout. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
And the shot is good.
Well, you take a look at Rose, who was extremely patient and trying to get back to being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury. Terrific blow for him personally and certainly for the team and the city. But fortunately, the surgery did manage to keep all of his meniscus, which provides a better prognosis as we move forward.
Butler kicks to Rose. Rose double teamed. Here's Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Steve, now for Derrick Rose. How will his game adapt to having surgery now on both knees?
Well, he might not be quite as explosive, and maybe that's a good thing if his breakneck style was too much for his joints. But, you know, the mental side of it, that's what I look at. I mean, after missing basically 2 whole seasons, how is he going to bounce back?
Now here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. For 3, Dunleavy. The shot is off.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Kicks it to Rose. Goes up the baseline. Another one falls for Chicago.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And Westbrook, here we go. Rose with the block. And he recovers it. They get the rebound. Here's Adams. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And even 3-on-3 break. Rose with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Butler. Unloads from 9. And it falls over the rim and in. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Adams against Noah. Adams outside. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi Clark ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression, but always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact and he becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams, he's got an impressive frame. You forget that he's only 21 years old. So he's got room to grow and to get stronger, both when you consider skill development and his physicality. He could really be one of the most imposing big men in the league for a long time going forward.
And both free throws good for Rose. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 10. 4 on the clock, and the basket by Morrow. Bulls trail by 6. And here's Heinrich. Outside Rose. Left side Rose. And so here is Chicago with the fadeaway. Off target with that shot. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass is important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter, as you well know, is huge.
Yep, no question.
Bulls trail by 6. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Heinrich and Rose, the guards. And small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low. Now here's McDermott. 5 on the clock. McDermott with the screen for Gibson to the left side wing. Rose, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Perkins with a screen on Rose. Morrow dishes to Perkins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
That free throw, no good. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out. The Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball.
Oh, look out! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Here's McDermott. His three-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Westbrook with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Jones kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Morrow. The dish to Jones. The pass to Westbrook. Shoots from the elbow. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. And now it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Chicago calls timeout.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Jones. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Anthony Morrow. The Bulls also changing it up. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Kirk Hinrich. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
The Thunder leading by 7. In low to Ibaka. Stolen by Noah. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. All alone. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
The feed now to Durant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Rose attacking. He kicks it to Dunleavy. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Perkins. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And both free throws good for Dunleavy.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like the typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 6. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Dishes it to Gasol. With the fadeaway. And good on the basket. Book it.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Right side, Westbrook. He dishes it to Perkins. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. Again, Chicago.
Crucial basket there. As long as they've got that mismatch there, big versus small, they should continue to exploit it.
And they will, Steve. You can be sure of that.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. He feeds it to Jackson. Perkins, the pass to Westbrook. Kicks to Durant. From deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Rose dishes to Butler. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is coming right down to the wire.
Durant attacking and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Back to that point we were making about rebounding, Clark. It seems like they're coming up short just about every time.
Well, you're right, Kevin. You know, as we've seen here, that lack of rebounding has certainly shown up on the scoreboard.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. .22 left in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Noah with the screen on Westbrook. Feeds to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Perkins with a screen on Butler. Jackson kicks to Durant. Back to Jackson. And it's sent back by Noah. They get it back, and he gets it back. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Rose passes to Gasol. Shoots a fader. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jackson a screen on Rose. Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And there's the call on Perkins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Rose attacking. Passes it to Dunleavy. Butler against Jackson. Now here's Noah. This would tie it. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Goers, take it away.
Well, Kevin, a terrific win against a high-caliber opponent. What can you say about how they played against you tonight?
Well, they got the heart of a champion. You know, their coach is unbelievable. He does so many good things.